Hi, my name is Drew Pomeroy, and welcome to this beginner-friendly series on learning RStudio and Shiny Apps.io for athlete monitoring. In this series, we'll be exploring how to create a dynamic and user-friendly web application to monitor athlete performance, specifically focused on baseball players. As a fellow beginner in both RStudio and Shiny Apps myself, I'll be sharing my learning journey with you. We'll start by gathering athlete monitoring data. This was going to involve some range of motion assessments, lower body power, upper body power, and rotational power. I'm going to be using Output Sports. It's an IMU sensor that can capture all of that data. From there, we'll create an overall category score and then integrate this data into a web application designed for coaches. Throughout this video, I'll explain the why, how, and provide practical examples. I'm going to discuss the reasons for transitioning from Google Sheets to Shiny, including minimizing end user errors and improving the organization of our scripts and folders. Let's start with the why. I have a side project that involves creating dynamic dashboards for colleges, facilities, and teams using Google Sheets. I was really inspired by Adam Virgil's Ultimate Athlete Monitoring Guide on YouTube, which I can link below. I've learned a lot about dashboard creation. However, to address issues like user errors and complex formula management, I'm transitioning to Shiny Apps. I found it really easy for end users to be able to mess up formulas in Google Sheets and sharing that with them. You can lock all the cells in the world, but at some point something is going to go wrong and you have to revert to an older version. That second piece too is that management of your formulas, your code, your script. RStudio makes it really easy to have that all in one spot, where I found in Google Sheets, I may not be wasting time, but I'm definitely spending a lot of time figuring out where all of my formulas are referencing. It could be formulas I wrote 3 or 6 months ago that now I'm going down a rabbit hole and spending that time figuring out how to fix them rather than fixing my problem itself. So in RStudio, everything is centralized, making it easier to manage and edit your work. I'll demonstrate this as we build this robust application together. This will enable us to view data both in snapshots and longitude. In the next video, we'll dive into the practical steps. Starting from the very beginning, downloading R in RStudio. How do I do that? Creating a Shiny Apps account. How do I connect those two? Connecting your data sources, whether it's Google Sheets or a CSV file, understanding the Shiny code structure itself, including that UI code and the server code, and then running and publishing your very own Shiny application. So I'll guide you through creating a simple web app to visualize the data. For instance, we'll see how to select a player and have their assessment scores populate dynamically. I'll actually show you that right now as a little sneak peek for what we're going to start out with. And then we'll be building this out to view things in that snapshot and longitudinally. We'll be able to build graphs. Everything will be able to be automatically and dynamically updated. So as I come on over here, we'll see this is the actual player assessment dashboard. We can see we've got the famous Steve Schartz here. For my data, he's in the 14 to 17 age group. You'll see his assessment scores populate here. So this is reading in from my own anonymized data, and then we'll be able to select those different events, because the idea is that these are longitudinal. So we want to view everything these players have done over a certain period of time. So each player is actually going to have 2 events. When I click the other event, you can see those scores populate. And then here, maybe it's Barry Bonds. We can go ahead and see his scores here and how they update as we go through. Or maybe we want to check out Kelly Slater and see his scores populate as well. So if you're working on a similar project or simply just want to learn along with me, this series will be a good resource for that. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay updated on the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.